This is Mr. Hanna with lesson 7-7. We are multiplying polynomials. Most of the polynomials we will be multiplying will be binomials. That's two terms times another two terms. This kind of works like multiplying a polynomial by a monomial. You have to take what's outside and multiply it by everything inside. Except now you got two sets of insides. So basically what you got to do is you got two terms here and two terms here, and you remember 2 times 2 is 4. So in your initial answer, not your final answer, you should get 4 terms. But 2 of them usually will be like terms, and they combine to just give you 3 terms. But what you do is you take this first term and you multiply it by both of the terms in the other binomial. Then you take the second term in your first group and multiply it by both of the terms in the other binomial. So there's an acronym, remember FOIL, and FOIL stands for your first term, your outer term, your inner terms, and your last terms. When I say first, I mean this 3m times this m, because they're each the first term in their respective binomials. Then you take the outside terms. That's when you're looking at these things as a group. This is outside, it's the first one you see, and this is outside, it's the last one you see. So I'd have 3m times 5. Then you take your inner terms, the 2 that are in the middle, the 4 and the m. And then you take your last terms in each binomial, the 4 and the 5. So I get 3m times m right here. I get 3m times 5 right here. I get 4 times m right there. And I get 4 times 5. 3m times m, 1 and 1 gives us 3m squared. 3m times 5, 15m. 4 times m is 4m, and 4 times 5 is 20. But then you have to simplify because I have a pair, 15m and 4m, of like terms, and 15m plus 4m is 19m. So the final answer is 3m squared plus 19m plus 20. Now on this page I did 3 more examples for you, and I want you to notice what happens when the signs change on these things. The first one I have 5y minus 2, that's my first binomial, and I'm going to multiply that by y plus 8, that's my second binomial. So remember, it's first terms, 5y times y. Outer terms, 5y times 8. Inner terms, negative 2 times y. And last terms, negative 2 times 8. So y times y gives us y squared, 5y squared. 8 times 5 gives us 40y. Minus 2 times y is minus 2y. And then minus 2 times 8 is minus 16. Again, the 2 terms in the middle are like terms. So 40y minus 2y gives me 38y. I still have the 5y squared, and I still have the minus 16. On this one, the minus sign is with your second binomial. I've got x plus 3 times x minus 4. So again, first terms, x times x. Outside terms, x times minus 4. Now notice I put the minus 4 in front because I want that minus sign because it's going to be negative, which means subtract. And then 3 times x. And then 3 times minus 4 again. I put the minus 4 in front because a minus times a positive is a negative or a subtraction. So x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. And the middle terms, minus 4x and 3x, are like terms. Minus 4 plus 3 gives me minus x. X squared minus x minus 12. Now this one, both of the signs are negative. What happens with that is it guarantees that both of your middle signs will be negative, because on both of them I'll have a negative times a positive, a negative times a positive. And my outside, my last term will be positive because I'll have a negative times a negative. So again, first term 2y times first term y. 2y times y is 2y squared. Then outside terms 2y times minus 6. But again, I put the minus number, the negative number in front, so I get that minus sign right there. Negative 6 times 2y is negative 12y. Inside terms, minus 5 times y, minus 5y. And then last terms, minus 5 times minus 6 gives me plus 30. And once again, two middle terms, like terms, negative 12 and minus 5 is minus 17. So 2y squared minus 17y plus 30. Okay, this one is a bit more extensive. This time I have a binomial times a trinomial. You can't use FOIL because FOIL only has 4 terms, and this is going to give you 6 terms because I got 2 terms times 3 terms, 6 terms in my initial answer. But then you'll have a couple pairs that should combine because they'll be like terms. But I take both of the terms in the binomial. I multiply 3x by everything in the trinomial. I multiply minus 5 by everything in the trinomial. So 3x times 2x squared. 3x times 2x squared gives me 6x cubed. Then 3x times 7x. 3 times 7 is 21. X times x, x squared. Then 3x times minus 8. Again, I'm going to put that minus 8 in front. Minus 8 times 3x gives me minus 24x. Now I start on the minus 5. Minus 5 times 2x squared is minus 10x squared. Minus 5 times 7x is minus 35x. And minus 5 times minus 8 is plus 40. So there's 6 terms in my initial answer. However, 21x squared, that's x squared. 10x, negative 10x squared, that's x squared. Those are like terms. So 21x squared minus 10x squared gives me that 11x squared. And then I have minus 24x and minus 35x. They both have just an x. So they're both negative. So we add them. We get negative 59x. So the answer is this 6x cubed, the 11x squared, the minus 59x, and the plus 40. And then your homework is page 450. 2 through 34 even.